in the last session, you guys decided that it was high time you paid a visit to the Mage College in Evren, one of the main points of interest in Evren. You talked to Masman Highmore, who's kind of the big person in charge, and he was kind of hemming and hawing about you guys just roaming around investigating. But between all of you sort of working together and the Peacekeeper making some valid points, he reluctantly gave you a piece of paper that basically gave you access to anywhere in the college that you needed to investigate. The first area you checked was the construction site, where, since you guys are assuming, based upon some of the information that you got from the Peacekeeper's conversation with the prisoner, he mentioned that he assumed that there was going to be probably one more murder that would round out the different primary elements of alchemy, and that the last one that remained was earth or soil, rock, etc. Something to that extent. And sort of your group as a collective was like, we should check out that construction site then. And you found out that they had not yet poured the floors. Now, mainly, I want to say, in terms of who took the lead on the investigation after you guys got to the construction site, as I recall, that was Burroughs, who did two things of note, and I can't remember which order it was. Investigated part of the building looking for magic, and managed to find a bit of cloth, which was a pocket that had detached from presumably some sort of jacket or robe, and inside of that pocket that had been caught on a piece of like rebar in the corner of the building was two things. It was a small scrap of paper with font so small you can't read it with the naked eye, and then some sort of pretty looking earring. After doing a little bit of actual digging, your group actually got down into the unfinished floor to just dig to make sure that there wasn't already a victim down in there, and realized that the ground hadn't been disturbed yet. Pairing that with the fact that one of the construction, the foreman, basically, she was like, yeah, I thought I saw somebody in here early this morning, and they took off that direction. That's how you found the pocket. But, like, I think I scared them off, basically. You guys finished your investigation there. You managed to find a classroom that had, like, a jeweler's loop in a class that was studying gemstones. You took a look really, really close at the piece of paper, and you found a message that read, "Change target, we've been made." Then you guys got back to the lobby area just as the Peacekeeper and the Recollector came up from talking to Professor Spindle down in the underground library. They didn't turn up anything, they just got more information about some of the cursed items that are missing, because that's Spindle's department, basically. But they cleared him of, like, he's not a suspect, basically. But then the last place that the Peacekeeper wanted to look was the tower. The clock tower, which is now sealed. It is the former chambers and study of one Simeonne Carlisle, one of the founding members of the school, whose skull... I always forget who talked to it. I think it was it Marko who talked to the skull?
I think it was me,
Marko
yeah.
who talked. You talked to Carlisle's skull, which is cool. So you've met Carlisle, kind of, already.
Sort of.
Then you guys made your way up the spiral staircase to the door where the study is, and the Peacekeeper is following along with you, and that is where we will pick up. Marko, you make it to the stairs, the top of the stairs first, and you kind of have to readjust your bag. You still have a bag of armor, which is basically like two different sets of regular human-sized armor, because you got to get yourself to a forge to get it refitted. But you haven't had a chance all day because you've been doing this investigation. So you sort of have to shift it a little bit, but you're strong enough, you're able to carry it for as long as you need to. But you reach the door, and the first thing that your party would notice is that there is just a smattering of sigils and seals and locks and just so many security measures all over this door. And the Peacekeeper sort of takes a step back and just sort of looks up at this massive door and all this precaution, and she just says, "Well, now that I'm standing here, I don't much like the idea of touching any of this with my bare hands." And she digs into her pocket and she takes out a pair of gloves, like dueling gloves. They're not heavy. But she sort of like lightly taps some of the locks briefly, almost as if you're afraid of getting like a static shock. As she's investigating this, she steps back and realizes that since they didn't get a key from Masman earlier, because he didn't necessarily expressly say you guys could investigate up here, necessarily. This is where Peacekeeper wants to investigate. Just about at that point, you hear some jingling, and you see coming up the steps that it is Professor Spindle. And he walks up the stairs, and he sees your party, and he says, "Hello. Good to see you all. Very good. Very good. Investigation."
Yeah.
It's been fruitful so far. Thanks to you allowing us.
Spindle looks at you, Ever, and says, "Very brave. Very brave."
Mm-hmm.
I brought
I
keys.
Oh, yeah. Good. I think we need those.
Spindle has own set of keys for this room. Used to be confidant of Carlisle. No longer. Carlisle's dead. And then he walks up to the door, and he starts undoing some of the locks and everything. And again, he's got like full blown just like gloves on. But like from just his regular research, actually, why don't you all roll perception?
That's a nat 20 for a 24.
All right, Melina.
Okay, 5.
Dirty 20.
Wow.
9.
Okay, so Melina and Evren, you would notice right off the bat, Melina first, is that he's got like his gear on for like a dank, dusty dungeon of a library where his study is. But as he approaches this door, he actually has these gloves on, but he takes them off and is very confidently just undoing the locks and everything. And even so far as to like, there are sigils on the door that he's just sort of like wiping some of like the material, like the chalk dust and stuff that was drawn on and everything. He's just like absentmindedly wiping it off. And then he turns to your party after opening the door and swinging it open and sort of gesturing to the room itself. It's very dark in there. But he turns to your party and says, "Zana helped me. Uncursed door. It's safe."
Oh. Oh, good.
She's so helpful.
Glad she could help.
"She wants to see you again, but friend of hers came in from out of town. They went shopping."
Yeah, that sounds like Zana.
Oh, good for her.
He goes back to the top of the stairs and then turns back to your group one last time and says, "Door is uncursed. Would recommend not touching items inside study. Very bad, very bad."
Was it going to? Well, I wasn't. I can't speak for the others, but...
Not if we can help it.
I don't want to be cursed. Well, I mean, I don't even know if I'm already cursed. Who knows?
I've already been in one cursed place. And that was enough.
Well, you're going into another anyways, so...
The Peacekeeper steps forward ahead of your group, and she says, "All right, let's get this over with." And she walks in, and again, as your party can step in, and it is almost pitch black in there. There's no, so the way I can describe it is, since actually, I'll just have you roll for it. Why don't you all make investigation rolls for me, please?
Ooh, okay.
6.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
That's a natural 20.
15.
18. Oh, 18 for Evren.
Okay. All right, so Marko, you got a natural 20. And when you walk into the room, again, the first thing that you're struck by is just how dang dark it is in this room. And upon making just sort of a cursory look around the room, you can see that there are some very, very slight slats of light that are coming through. And that's because there are huge metal bars that have been placed over the windows and the doors that would have led to a balcony. Everything is sealed up tight, and there are boards and barriers blocking any light from coming through. And all of that stuff looks recent. And you can see that there is visible damage to the room. Who got the second highest roll? Evren?
Mm-hmm.
Evren, you would be able to discern the direction that things have kind of come undone. Is that, centered in the middle of this room is just a massive pink scrying stone. This is the biggest scrying stone you've ever seen in your life. This is bigger than any globe that you've ever seen of your world. It is the largest crystal ball looking thing you've ever seen. And it is in a place of prominence in the room. And the destruction in the room seems to sort of fan out from that central point.
Okay. I'm going to look at that for a little bit, point it out to the others. They haven't seen it already.
Yeah, I see it.
Might be something of note.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but no one was supposed to be up here, right?
The Peacekeeper nods and says, "Yes, that was the school policy, was to keep all the students out of this place."
But inevitably, students are going to be, well, kids and sneak up here, but...
She looks at
I'm
your
not so
entire group and sort of looks knowingly at all of you and says, "Oh, well, I know that, and all of you know that. You've all got good sense. But some of these academic types just don't understand security."
Yeah, totally.
So who rolled third highest, and what was your number on the investigation roll?
15.
It wasn't me.
15. With a 15, you're disinterested in the center of the room. That's boring. What's interesting is the stuff lining the walls, the research that's still there. So, in the crime scenes that all of you have seen over the course of this investigation, this is a similar sort of setup where there's very specifically a portion of the room that is dedicated to study, to, sketches and scrawling out ideas and blueprints and all of this stuff. And against this right side of the room, Burroughs, you can see that there is almost a Vitruvian man sketch of what is very clearly a paraform creature. And there's text written around it, sort of frantic red ink, to the effect, a lot of it's burned or smudged, but a lot of it to the effect of, this is a failed experiment. Do not go down this road anymore. There has been an escape, basically.
Okay. I take this is new knowledge for me. This was not here last time.
Yes, absolutely. This is not something that you would have seen, at all. Because the sort of myth and legend surrounding Carlisle was one of a researcher who gave very little thought to the things that he did. So the fact that there's anything, even noting any sort of remorse at, a bad idea, it's whoa. Actually, he was, aware enough to be okay, yeah, the paraform thing, that was bad. I'm not going to do that anymore. And below that stuff on the wall, with your investigation roll, I'm going to say that there is a scorched picture. It would be like a double portrait. So two individuals, and this thing is sort of on a desk, and one half of this double portrait has been horribly disfigured. The only figure that you can see clearly, despite the damage, is Carlisle, a much younger, happier-looking Carlisle, but the other figure that's on the other side of the portrait is just gonzo.
All right, keep that in mind.
Melina, what did you roll?
6.
6?
Yeah.
What you would notice in the room, just blatantly, is the fact that this room is secure. In the sense that there's no way that someone, since the event, whenever this event was, people keep throwing out this multi-week, it happened a couple weeks ago, but you notice that since that happened and since the repairs or the securing of this room, You don't see any other way someone could get into this room other than through the door you just walked through that had to be unlocked, decursed, all this stuff. As far as you can tell, this room has been locked down since the event.
Okay.
All the stuff on the windows and doors, that stuff is secure and like it's keeping everything out. I'm going to make a roll for the Peacekeeper real quick. Okay, not bad, Peacekeeper, not bad. The Peacekeeper walks over to the desk where you are, Burroughs, and she moves some papers aside by that portrait, and she finds a journal. Again, she's still got her gloves on, and she very gingerly picks it up, and she's looking at it, and she motions to all of you to, like, go over to where she is. I should also note that even though the room is dark, the scrying stone is putting out some low-level light. It's still very, very dark. So she actually takes the journal from the desk and then sort of walks over into the dim light, or the faint light of the scrying stone, so she can kind of use it as a pseudo-lantern. And she starts reading aloud from this little book. And she says, I think this was Simeon's journal. I'm not positive, but I think this might have been the last entry he made before he died. Says...
Okay.
Handwriting's real bad. But it says, my struggle against death has failed. I could not bring her back. Not even a poor replica of her. And now I fear I must leave my work undone.
Oh.
And she flips a page, and then she continues reading and says, I can only hope that the curse I've placed upon my bones will safeguard my wisdom for future generations.
Why is he talking about his bones like that?
Well,
He was trying to make sure it wasn't too catastrophic.
This was a bit before my time, but what I do know is that one day Simeon locked himself in his study and they didn't find his body for a long time. But when they did find his body, the head wasn't there.
Oh,
Not quite
how
sure how it happened,
wonderful.
but the skull was separated from the body, and they actually kept it in a reliquary here for quite some time inside of his bedchambers. Mainly because they realized that there were markings on the skull that seemed like Carlisle's work. I don't even know how that happens. I do remember that there was some researcher who showed up to the college. It was quite the to-do. I think he was Aasimar. I was at the city gate when he walked in. Old fellow was glowing. He went to the school, but he left dejected. I remember that as he left the city, seemed disappointed. But I did remember that when we talked a bit and we went through some of his items as he was leaving, you know, stranger in town, visiting Carlisle's room. I had to make sure that he didn't leave with something he wasn't supposed to have. And he showed me some paperwork that said that Masman gave him the skull of Simeonne Carlisle. It's a strange thing. I would have thought the school would have held on to that forever.
I think everyone's gonna look at Marko. Just give him a look. Like,
I didn't know the guy, but wish I did.
It seems like his story was a mite more complicated than perhaps I thought. Burroughs, why don't you go ahead and make a perception check?
No.
Only a 14.
With a 14, standing next to the scrying stone so she can read this in this light. It's the only way I can describe it is if the scrying stone is to your left, it kind of feels like someone is breathing like into your ear from the left side of your head, and it's just very quick. It's no more than just like a Discord probably got rid of all that. It's a breath. it's a breath that you,
I
but there's
heard
like
it,
an
yeah.
actual sort of sensation to it, almost like warmth. Melina, you roll perception check, please.
Oh no. No, thank you. That's gonna be a 9.
Okay.
So
With a 9, Alex says, "There's something off about this room."
yeah, I don't like it.
The Peacekeeper turns to your group and says, "Well, at least I can cross this room off my list. I guess I can tell you what my working theory was. I thought maybe the murderer was using this place as a sort of hideout. It's the one place in Yvray that no one's willing to go into. But after seeing how securely the place has been locked up since the murders, I don't see how it could be. But at least it's a load off my mind. Now, I like your theory about the construction site. I think it's very likely that something's going to happen there, or around there. So, I'm going to head back to the garrison, and I'm going to see about procuring myself some guards that can post up there overnight. Like I said earlier, I'll go myself, make sure it's done up right. I might have to wait just a little longer for the blasted parade to finish, but then after that, I should have the people that I need to secure the area.
I mean, that's good, I guess.
Yeah, sounds like a good plan to me.
Should we like wait there until you get people, or
What was that?
should we wait there?
Oh, at the construction site? I don't think that'll be necessary. The construction crews aren't permitted to stop their work to watch the parade, so there's quite a few people over there already. It's once they leave for the day that I'm suspicious that something might go down.
Okay.
Well, we should be there the minute their shift ends. Just to make sure nothing goes down.
You wish to spend the night at the construction site?
If that's what it takes.
That sounds okay.
Like my back's gonna hurt afterwards.
I might be able to make that happen. I can see about procuring you all some cots or something. Won't be fancy, but then again, you've been staying at the garrison, so you're probably used to it.
I lived in a forest. Nothing bothers me that bad.
There are some
live in
days
a
I wake up.
circus.
There are some days
So-
I wake up and I miss my hammock below deck of the old ship. Anyways, unless any of you have anything else that you want to look at in here, again, just hands to yourself.
Oh yes.
I'm good. Yeah.
So above game, does anyone else have any other roles that they want to make in the room? This is just free action.
Mm-mm.
Opening it up.
No, I think I'm good. Well, I don't think there's anything we need to check anymore.
Okay.
Maybe. Okay. Wait. Can I check out the scrying stone just real quick?
Sure.
Just to just look at it. What
Yeah.
do I roll for that?
Arcana.
Awesome. I'm so good at Arcana.
Roll
My
Arcana.
plus 0.
Roll Arcana with advantage. And I'll tell you
Oh.
why later.
Well, I rolled with advantage. And that's a 2.
Seriously?
Wow.
That was with advantage. Okay.
I rolled a
That's
natural
amazing.
1 and a 2. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Wow.
All right. Thank you
You're
for
not
your
allowed to know.
honesty. Well,
So I get
you
nothing.
look at the scrying stone and you can see your reflection in it. And that's pretty much it.
Do a few poses to check if I look good.
Sure,
and then leave.
absolutely. Roll performance.
Oh my.
That's a 12. How do I look?
You successfully vogue once.
Yes. Okay.
Melina, we need to go. You can do that in front of a mirror later.
What mirror?
I don't know. I'm sure you'll find one. Come on.
So as you guys head out and your group starts walking out the door, the peacekeeper hangs back so that way she can close the door and everything because she's got the gloves on and everything. Even though Spindle said, that it was all good, she's still sort of taking precautions. And after you guys walk out and she closes the door, she sees Marko like shifting the giant bag of armor clattering around, and she says, if something was to happen tonight, you might want to get that armor fitted, because you might need it.
Oh, it's going on as soon as we post up.
Very good. Now, getting through the city with the parade going on is going to be a mite tricky, but I figure we can manage it. And she starts walking towards the stairs, and then you guys can follow along after her. And we will transition downstairs, and for sake of time, you guys exit the college. And if you guys are looking at the main overhead view of the city, the first thing that you notice after you're on the street, like right outside the Mage College, first and foremost, the Recollector is standing right outside, still catching his breath. After reading that threatening note, he was a little bit freaked out by the threat of it all. And he was standing outside, and he is watching this massive military parade that is going on right now. And it is just, you can't even see where the end or the beginning is. It seems like you guys are about in the middle of this military procession. And the sound of it was getting louder as you guys descended the steps out of the clock tower, but now that you're on the street, it is loud and it is crowded. Everyone in Evren, with the exception of the construction workers who are being asked to work double time, everyone is just lining the streets. There are vendors, food cart stuff, there's merchants selling overpriced goods, and there's just a massive parade. And everyone's dressed in the purple colors of the capital, and it is a military parade through and through, full of pomp and circumstance. But yeah, I don't think, I'm trying to think if any of you, Burroughs, you probably at one point in time have seen a military parade before, but never to this degree. This is a huge military parade. This is something special.
Is this normal here? Does this happen like a lot?
Too loud.
It is too
Not
loud.
to this degree.
Well, what makes this so special?
The peacekeeper,
I know as much as you do.
Peacekeeper turns to your group and says, "Oh, had you not heard? They're celebrating Thracia's Tau, for putting down that rebellion at the border. There was some sort of skirmish. He took care of it, and the city's honoring him, even though I don't really think he likes these all that much."
I don't like them either, so... Performances are one thing. This, I don't know.
There's a flurry of colors as flag twirlers and people dancing with ribbons start making their way around a corner. And it's right then that you see like a sort of like a litter. Like it's like a pseudo parade float. It's being pulled by like 8 horses. It's this platform on wheels. and you can see that standing on top of it is Thracius Tau, the butcher, standing up there, waving, keeping his head down for the most part. And you see next to him on this rolling platform, Marko, you would recognize the same lady that he identified as his daughter, standing next to him, sort of giving almost like a princessy type wave as they go through the procession.
Well, at least she's enjoying things.
She's pretty.
I think Evren just glares at them. Not the girl, but Tau. Yeah.
Look, I know what you're thinking, and it is
I don't-
unforgivable.
What? What do you think I'm thinking right now?
Well,
I think he was.
I know
talking to
you're
me.
thinking about the ribbons.
Oh yeah,
But-
that.
It's just, I don't know, things are more complicated than I expected, Evren.
I don't think
I
it's
met
that
him and he
complicated.
was,
He literally
He
caused an entire place to burn to the ground. I don't think it's that complicated.
and that's awful. But he was nice to me.
Oh, that's great.
Wait,
I'm
Not
not
saying
gonna
tell
let
me.
him be
Not
nice to
saying,
you sway my opinion of him.
I'm going to go ahead and say real quick, just so that way we can get everybody on the same page, just in case. What I would like is for Melina and Burroughs to both roll history checks with advantage.
Oh, my +0. I.
You
All right,
can do
there's a nat 1.
Oh boy.
Okay,
There's
there's a
three!
okay, okay, 20.
You got a nat 20. What did you get, Melina?
No,
I
not
got
nat 20, dirty 20.
3! Okay. You have
A
no
dirty
idea
20.
what Marko and Evren are bickering about. You have no idea. Again, you're like, it's a pretty parade. Who cares about who's on the float? Who
I
even
like
cares?
the performance with the ribbons. That's really cool.
Burroughs, sorry. Tell me your roll one last time.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. With a dirty 20, based upon the fact that you have been in Yvray some time, and because of the sort of shoulders that you would have rubbed up against, you would know who General Tau is. You would have known that he was a major player in the war that basically made Nova Nostria what it is. Before it was just Nostria, and Nova Nostria means that, like, a redrawing of borders. You know that he was kind of the hammer that the Queen used to subjugate a lot of the smaller regions and villages that weren't bending to the crown or were unwilling to do so. He was the hammer that was brought in to make sure that people towed the line and actually joined the Empire, so that way they could build roads and everything. And you wouldn't know specifics, but you do know that, like, his moniker is the Butcher. Like, that's, like, the thing that a lot of people who lost to him in war still refer to him as. The Nova Nostrians, like, the Empire doesn't call him the Butcher, but anybody who was directly affected by his military campaigns call him the Butcher.
Marko, how do you know this man?
Well, I wrote him a letter, asked him to make me a knight in light of my service in Montrace. I met with him the other day, and he was rather nice. But we did see a field. We did see the devastation that it wrought outside of
You
Montrace.
saw what he did to that field and what he did to Montrace
The land was
with your own
so
eyes.
scorched and war torn that there was just
It was
no
not
saving
natural.
it.
It was.
Well, I took you for a goody two-shoes, but now I see you have some skills for politicking. I had no idea to put aside your morals to, cavort with a controversial figure.
Oh my god.
All I'm gonna do is do the best I can do. Trying to keep my morals intact, but it's not as easy as I thought when I left the mountain.
Wait, you're serious?
I mean, I've always wanted to be a knight. Any chance I can put good into the world, I'll take it.
That man does not put good into the world. You know that.
It's at
Well,
this real quick. Why don't all of you make a very quick? All of you roll perception.
All right.
I'll roll high. Nope.
16.
That's
Ooh,
gonna
a
be a
15,
9
that's
for
surprising.
me. I'm rolling really bad tonight.
Oh, another natural 20.
Oh crap! Okay.
I started with a nat 20, and now I can't roll above a 10. But that's
It's
fine.
okay. We're just getting those bad rolls out of the way, you know? Okay, so Marko, with a nat 20, as you sort of feel yourself on the back foot all of a sudden, trying to explain your situation, you are very briefly blinded by a reflection coming off something that is on the parade float. And it's almost like when you're driving and the sun hits your phone screen just the right way, where you're just like, gah, and it just sort of blinds you for a split second. And who else rolled high on that one? More than 15?
I got 16.
16. Okay.
Mhm.
So, Evren, you're in the same deal where, Burroughs is addressing and is sort of looking to the side, addressing Marko, but the two of you are sort of still looking at Tau, and you also sort of get blinded by this shiny object, and it immediately draws your attention. So, both of you roll history checks with advantage.
All right. What's my history? Okay. Wow. Awesome. Not really. 6 with advantage.
Okay.
That's
Natural.
a 16.
With a
There you go.
16, almost like relieved to have something something else to just like divert the conversation from this sort of rising tension within the group. You see again from your meeting with the general, when the general's daughter came in, Flower, you immediately are just like, you after getting sort of flashbanged by this light, you look at the parade float, you see that sort of proudly adorning the neck of Tau's daughter on this float, you see that same, like, sort of crude necklace that you saw in your interview with Tau, but it's only at this moment, as Evren is talking with you about Montrace, does it click into place that you have seen that necklace before. The necklace that is blinding you is the exact same medallion that you were sent into the Valley of Bones to collect.
What the?
I think once Evren clocks that, her eyes are going to go big, and then look up at Marko and be like,
You saw that, right?
"Oh yeah, I definitely saw that. What we were supposed to get in the first place."
But how?
He's just come back. She says kind of quietly. Hopefully,
You
no
just
one
see
else
Marco's eyes like reading, like not nothing, like reading nothing, but just like scanning, like just in thought.
I don't know why you'd want to work for him. I really don't. I thought you were better than that.
I don't. Don't worry. He just gave me this armor, and then I can do all the work myself.
Well, that's more the refreshing naivete I've come to expect from you.
I try.
It's at this point that the Peacekeeper and the Recollector sort of get you guys' attention. They were sort of talking to each other and looking at the parade, and as the general's little parade float thing rolls by slowly, and the Recollector says, I think I'm gonna go try and find something to eat, if that's alright with you.
Yeah?
If I find any place that's good, I'll let y'all know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
please do.
Please.
Dangerous
I would
schemes
love
do have a way of
to.
working up an appetite.
Now, something smells good in this crowd. I can't tell where it's coming from, so I gotta find it.
Hmm.
The Peacekeeper rolls her eyes and she says, It's the best investigating he ever does. She crosses her arms. But she's smiling, just smiling at him, and he gives her a look. And he heads off into the crowd, pushing past people to go investigate this glorious smell. It's at this point that the Peacekeeper turns to you, Marko, and she says, well, everybody's here for the parade, so we could try and find the smithy. You might be able to talk to him. He might be here, if you're lucky. Sometimes he sits out of things like this to keep to his forge and keep his work going, but you never know. Tjorn is one of the best craftsmen I've ever seen.
If
She
we have
says,
time.
if he'd be anywhere, there's a section, merchant section over there, you know. With all the foot traffic, some of the different local shop owners will go out there and set up sort of like these little booths just to drum up some business instead of losing money because everybody's over in this section of town for the parade. They'd bring their businesses over here. So if Tjorn's here, he'll have his own little whetstone turning wheel type thing for sharpening instruments and things of that nature. For weapons and things like that. So we can see if Tjorn's in the audience.
Hey, if we have time, sounds great. I'd rather post up as soon as possible, though. We have a lot of people here to keep safe.
She nods, and she starts sort of pushing through the crowd. And, you know, she's pretty tall, so every once in a while someone will clock her in the crowd and, like, immediately just, like, out of respect and awe, like, back away from her. And very, very quickly, there's just whispers and murmurs all through parts of the crowd, and people are just, like, making a path for her to walk through. And you can hear audibly that people are like, it's the Pirate King Slayer. Everybody get out of the way.
It seems you're doing your part to keep people in check. It's quite a reputation.
Marko, roll perception.
Oh, goodness.
Oh no. Oh no.
13.
With a 13, she says nothing. But, like, it's weird. She's in front of you, and after you say that, she, like, slows, like, half a pace, says nothing, and then keeps walking.
Ooh.
I think
She
you
would-
might have pissed her off. Evren whispers to him.
Well, it's as I keep saying, things are always just more complicated than I think.
She leads you all to where the makeshift market is set up, where all these people have their booths. And she starts looking around, and she turns to your group and says, well, this is usually where he sets up shop when he's here for events like this, and I don't see Tjorn's turning wheel or his sharpening station, so he must still be at his shop. Maybe he decided not to show up today.
Is that weird? Should we be worried about that?
I don't think so. No one's required to go to these things, but, you know, I don't know. Maybe he's got a big project coming up. Anyways, I need to get back to the garrison to see about getting all your supplies sent out to the construction site if you plan on spending the night out there. I think there's wisdom in
Yep.
it. I'll make sure we have everything that we need. We'll have enough guards to pad things out. Why don't you all make your way to Tjorn's forge? You can get your friend here suited up for tonight.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Can do that.
And then we'll head back to the construction site. Yay! Sleep in the dirt.
Oh, you sound so excited.
Alex says, I love sleeping in the dirt.
All
We
right.
can have differing opinions about that. Why don't you sleep in the dirt and I'll sleep in the lake?
Before the Peacekeeper leaves, she gives you some very brief instructions on like which street that you need to take in order to get it. There's kind of a wonky curved street that goes out in a way from the Mage College that wraps around to sort of where the Smithy's shop is. And she describes the building and everything. She heads off back, presumably towards the garrison, sort of following the last little bits of the procession as the tail end of it is finally visible as you guys make your way to Tjorn Sureforge's smithy shop. And you see this, it's a humble building, nothing to, scream about. It's very simple cobblestone building, low roof, and there is an outdoor forge area, but there's also like a chimney that is billowing smoke actively from the interior, so it looks like it's open, presumably. And once your party walks through the door, you are met with a very fascinating and interesting sight. And I will take you there now. You walk through the door, and you see the first thing that your eyes are drawn to is the absolutely massive furnace at the far end of the room. That is kind of an all-purpose forge area. This thing is huge. You can cook stuff over it on one section. You can melt metal on the other side of it. There's bellows, there's tongs, there's weapons on tables, there's suits of armor on racks, sort of encircling the room, and a small dwarven figure is lying on the floor next to the forge.
Hello? Are you awake?
Hey, are you all right?
No answer. No response.
Rush over there.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. Hopefully
That's
I've
gonna
set
kick
it so
something
that way.
off.
Are you guys able to move your characters? Did I give you permission to do that? Okay.
I can do that.
Yeah.
I cannot move.
All right, hold on. Here we go. Let me make sure that I give that to you. That's my bad. It's been
There we
forever
go.
since I made this map thingy.
All good.
All right, here we go. There we go. Boom. Try that, Melina. And then,
Awesome, I can.
okay, excellent. Hold on. Evren, are you able to move yours?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I tried it. I could.
I can't
Do
move mine.
Okay. Evren, do you have Ignatius out?
I think upon seeing something wrong, she'd probably summon him. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let me go ahead and bring Ignatius out of the GM layer, where I sent him eons ago.
There
All
you
right,
go.
there he is. Let me make sure that that is something that you are able to control as well. Boom. Bam. We're good. All right, so Marko, I'm going to say you're able to make it 10 feet towards this dwarven figure. So you can move
It's like
your
right
figure.
here.
Yep, right there. And it's at this point, I want you all to roll perception.
Okay.
No. My bad rolls.
Nope,
Please.
that's cocked.
13 again.
Ooh,
15, not bad.
That's a
Minus one.
13.
23.
Okay. So, Evren with a 23.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as Marko steps towards this dwarven figure on the floor, you've been walking around with Marko all day long. He's got a giant Santa Claus sack full of armor on his back. You've been hearing this clattering and all this metal noise all day long. So it's
no.
almost imperceptible. But as soon as Marko takes those steps towards this dwarven figure, you start hearing that same rattling noise from around the room. Against the wall, multiple suits of armor up against the wall start moving, and they start jittering and shaking, almost as if there is a hive of bees on the inside of an empty suit of armor, where it's being pulled and dragged in weird, stiff motions. And I want all of you to go ahead and roll initiative.
Okay.
Totes.
Wow. Okay. Great. Love that for me.
I will let you guys hold your rolls unless you're. Oh yeah, hold on. This is fun. Tully's on here for no reason. How do I get rid of you, Tully? Get out of here. Get out of here, Tully. I don't want you here. Oh, what are you doing? Okay. I don't know how to get Tully off of this freaking list. That's fun. Oh wait, there we go. Got rid of him. I don't know why he was still on there from forever ago. Okay. All right. Those are our rolls. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and make a roll for these suits of armor. What did they get? Okay. All right. 16. So they're going to be top of the order. And then we have Melina. And then we have Evren. And then we have Burroughs. And then we have Marko. Okay, we're going to start with the suit of armor. I have to apologize in advance because I haven't done combat in a little bit. So, here we go.
Someone want to change the music?
Oh, yeah, if you want to
Yeah.
change...
Please.
You want to change that to something a little bit more tense or interesting or scary or action-y, feel free. Yeah, do whatever you like. Okay. So, let's see. Here's what's going to happen. We're going to say that this suit of armor right here over by this massive anvil is going to move... it's 5, 10, 15 right there in front of you, Burroughs, and is going to take a swing at you. This is going to be with a warhammer. I'm going to go ahead and roll that up. Okay.
Oh, roll that up.
Alrighty. So that is 18 plus 5.
Well, that'll for sure hit.
Okay, I'll go ahead
I got
and
a
roll
15
damage.
AC.
Okay, okay. I'm going to go ahead and roll
Squishy.
damage.
What are these things again?
Suits of armor,
These
animated.
are animated
Oh, no.
suits of armor. So
Somehow.
that's 3 points of damage to you.
Oh, thank God.
So here's the fun part. As a bonus action, this thing is going to all of a sudden, sporadically,
No.
for no reason whatsoever, no logic, is going to run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to here, which will provoke an
my
attack of
God.
opportunity from both you, Burroughs, and Evren.
Everybody.
And it will provoke an attack of opportunity from everyone but you, Melina. So
I got
everyone
you.
else can roll an attack on this crazy suit of armor that's moving all crazy.
Okay.
For just to let you know, above game, this is something called aggressive. Whereas a bonus action, an animated suit of armor can move up to its speed towards a hostile creature that it can see.
Well, 26.
Ooh, okay. All right.
Yeah, I'll use my
Okay.
reaction. May as well.
I'm
Okay.
using my quarterstaff since it's melee. I got a 14.
Ooh, 14 as well. Probably not.
Okay. All right. So, Marko, you hit. Oh, you can. I'm gonna say you can roll for Ignatius as well
Okay.
to see if he can get an attack of opportunity in. Might as well.
Okay, sure.
Marko, you go ahead and roll damage. You managed to get a hit. As
I
it
dealt
ran
9
past you.
damage.
9 damage. Okay, I'm gonna mark that down.
Slashing.
Where's his attack?
Okay.
That's for. Well, let's see. Ignatius can hit it.
Roll damage.
All right. Okay. Can I see my dice, please? Thank you. It's 8 points of fire damage.
Okay, 8 points of fire damage. I will mark that down. Very, very, very good. Actually, I'm going to do something. Save myself a little bit of trouble here. Good old calculator. This will go so much quicker. How many points of damage? 8?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Quick maths is not my strong suit. Slow maths is not my strong suit either, oddly enough. Okay,
Math.
that is animated suit of
Math.
armor 1. Animated armor suit number 2 is gonna run up this direction
Oh my God,
and
there's so
is
many.
going to try to attack you, Marko. It's gonna take a swing at you. I'm gonna go ahead and roll that up. Ba-ba-bum.
It can certainly try.
Yeah, that's gonna be a 9 total. That's not gonna hit. But it's gonna
Nope.
activate its bonus action. It's gonna run in between both of you, and is gonna run right to here, and is going to try to attack you, Evren. But
Okay.
before he's able to, or sorry, no. He doesn't have multi-attack. He just moves towards you.
Okay.
However, that does mean that, oh, I guess he's still within striking distance. So Marko, you don't get an attack of opportunity, but Melina would.
Right.
Okay. I will longsword. Well, not longsword, but you know what I mean. That's
Long
what my
card.
stats are. Yeah.
Shwa!
I'll get out my fans.
Yeah.
That are statted as a longsword.
Heck yeah.
That will be a 17. Yikes.
A 17 hits.
Oh, cool. That is 5.
Okay, 5 damage. I will mark it down to suit number 2. Very good. All right, that is the suits of armor's turn for now. So we will move on. It is now Melina, your turn.
Okay. Awesome.
Again, I will very quickly before you begin. Remember, flanking in my game means you get +2 to your initial attack. It does not give you full-blown advantage on your attack. It gives you a +2. So if you do manage to flank any opponents where you have somebody directly across from where they are, you can get a little bit of a boost in combat. Just putting that out there again.
Okay, so to start, I'm gonna check something really quick. Sorry. I am going to use my magic. I'm gonna cast Aid on everybody but me, which means, let me see. It is I choose up to 3 creatures within range, which is 30 feet, and they all each target hit point maximum and current hit points increase by 5. So your maximum increases by 5.
That's nice.
Duration. So you just get 5 extra hit points, pretty much. And then you can heal up to your hit point maximum +5.
Okay. Very nice.
That's for all of us?
now? Yes, but myself.
Awesome.
That'll be the end of my turn for now. Because
Okay.
that's my action, and my all my bonus actions involve me attacking.
You still have movement if you want, but again, it's very closed quarter, so it's kind of up to you.
I'm not gonna move for now,
Okay.
at least.
All right, Evren, you're up.
Okay, she will want to cast. Oh, was it? We're gonna do Scorching Ray, which has 120-foot range.
Okay.
Can she cast them at the back 3 against the wall still? I know they haven't moved, but can she?
So
can she do 3
past,
separate ones?
past Burroughs?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, she's gonna do that. I have to do a to hit roll. Okay. Please, come on. So slow today. Cool, 21 to hit.
Okay, you successfully... So how many targets are you able to hit with that? 3?
So 3, and it says I can aim at 1 target or several. So I want to do 1 for each of them back there.
Okay,
if
and
I
how much
can.
damage does it do for all of them?
2d6 fire damage for each of them.
All right, roll it.
Okay.
See how much damage you did to these.
Seven.
Okay, so here's how this goes down. You use
Mhm.
Scorching Ray, and you almost have to sort of aim over Burroughs' head, right?
Yeah.
Because you two are closer in height to each other. But right over,
Right.
you launched this spell, and you hit these three. And all three of these suits of armor, after you hit them with this fire spell, they
Mhm.
explode in a bout of flame, and the little pieces of armor clatter to the floor. All three of those things are just armor pieces on the ground now.
Oh. Okay, I didn't mean to roll that. Ignore that.
So I'm just going
Okay,
to
think
remove their tokens. So yeah.
that helps. She's a little confused. Like, okay.
Okay. Very good. Did you have anything else, or does Eustace have something that he can do? Or Eustace.
Ignatius.
Ignatius? I'm so sorry.
I'm a
It's
fox
okay.
now.
I am so sorry, Ignatius. I am so sorry.
Wow, you gotta do
This
my
is when
boy
you find
dirty
out
like
that Eustace has actually been Evren's familiar this whole time.
She would
Ignatius with
not be okay.
Eustace's
with that.
face like horribly photoshopped on top.
Eustace is actually Evren's imaginary friend. He doesn't exist. Just in her
Oh
mind.
my god.
Her personal
You know what?
tormentor.
Just for that, we're gonna use his flame seed on the one right next to me here. So
Okay, cool.
see
Roll
if
it
that'll
up.
do anything. That's a. Come on. 18 to hit.
That will hit. Roll damage.
Cool. And that's 1d6 plus 3. If it'll roll, please. Being really slow. Come on. You can do it. There we go. So 3 plus 3, 6.
Okay, very good. Excellent. Well done.
That's
Anything
my turn.
else you want to do on your turn? That's your turn? Okay, we move
Yep.
on. We are at Burroughs. You're up.
All right. Let's see. Is there a who's? I assume I'm the last in turn order then. Let's see.
Marko's the last in the turn order.
Oh, okay.
It's going to get funky because of the opportunity attacks. Because these suits of armor are behaving erratically. There is very little thought going on. These are sort of panicked and sort of animated.
Head empty, no thoughts.
Just jittery things. Again, it feels like there's like a little ball of energy just sort of bouncing around on the insides of their bodies, making them move.
All right, let's see. At point blank, I'm going to spend a bonus action to start Blade Song.
Ooh.
So I'll get the bonus AC and whatnot. All right, and then I will actually. I'm going to cast Blur on myself.
Ooh.
So any attacks against me are disadvantaged.
Okay.
That's my concentration spell for now.
Okay. I will try and remember that, even though I'll need you to remind me. Okay.
All right, that's my turn.
Okay. So you got your next round prepped, basically. You're loading up the magical gun. Got it. Okay, Marko, your turn. You're up.
Okay. I am probably just gonna hit this thing twice. Or
Okay.
at least try to.
Rad. And you're hitting the one that is by Burroughs and Evren, I'm assuming?
This one, yeah, the top one.
Ignatius counts towards strategic stuff, so you get +2 to your attack for flanking.
Sick.
+2. Let's see the first one. Okay, that is 13.
13 does not hit.
That's okay. Oof. 10.
Okay. You swing twice, but in this case, it's not so much that you're bad at hitting, it's that these things are moving so erratically. They're not behaving like an actual combatant of flesh and blood would. So it's harder to hit them because of all the jittery movements. Do you want to take any movement? Or do you have any bonus actions that you want to do?
I don't really have any bonus actions. Not that I want to use right now.
Okay, that's fine. If that's your turn.
Honestly, yeah, I'm just gonna stay here.
Okay, that's fine. We're back up at the top of the turn order. So, animated suit of armor down here by Melina. After having run over there, has not yet attacked you, so it's going to try. It's going to go ahead and take a swing at you. Go ahead and roll that up. That is a total of 10. That's not going to hit. It will immediately, after whiffing horribly, is going to... It's going to run full-blown into this table full of swords. Okay?
Okay.
So, okay, we'll get there. It's going to run into the table full of swords, okay? Like, I'm just going to dislodge it. It's been scooted, but we'll get to it. So it moves there. 5, 10, 15 is going to move to there. And it's going to move here. 15, 20, 25. So that would mean that Melina and Marko would both get attacks of opportunity. Go ahead and roll those now.
Alrighty.
No.
Oh, God. 11.
Well, guys, I got a 10. So
Okay, neither of you hit. Again, it's moving erratically, it's shaky, it's jittery. It's moving almost like a zombie, just sort of jittering around. But that table of swords that it just upset, that's going to make things interesting. So what I want both of you to do is go ahead and roll athletics.
no.
Or, sorry,
So we don't get-
dexterity. Make a dexterity check. Either way.
Okay.
Oh no.
17.
Okay.
Oh, I accidentally rolled acrobatics. instead
Roll
of
dexterity.
athletics.
If you rolled the wrong thing, you got to roll dexterity. I don't know. I didn't see. I saw nothing.
30, 20.
Yeah, that's what we like to see. Yeah, that's the digital version of it falling off the table. Okay, it's fine. So with a dirty 20, as this shower of unfinished blades launches up into the air, you are able to deftly get out of the way. I'm going to go ahead and say move 2 squares in any direction of your choosing to get out of the way. Just a free action to dodge. Marko, you rolled, what, a 17? I'm going to say that you successfully avoid getting hit with any of these blades that got thrown into the air. So you're good.
Awesome.
So both of you already made your attacks. You both moved. That was the first suit of armor that is now over by Burroughs. The second one is going to try to attack Ignatius. Because, again, this is a suit of armor. It is a magical thing with no brain. And that's going to be an 18 plus 5 to hit.
Yeah, that'll definitely hit him.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
I'm going to go ahead
Ignatius.
and roll damage. We'll see how much.
He's not beefy. He's not meant to be
Who
beefy.
hurts a dog?
1. He does a
Good.
whole
Stay away
whopping
from
1
my-
point of damage. Okay. Yeah,
Rude.
okay.
So
And then it's
rude.
going to...
dare you.
It's going to run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and is running towards the dwarf. But
Oh, no.
everybody can roll an attack of opportunity against it because it just left all of you.
Yeah.
Slay.
Attack my
25.
run.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
21.
Okay.
What is this? What's
So that'll be...
Oh. That's
Also 21.
10.
Okay,
Incredible.
hold on. Everyone hold your rolls for a second. We got a lot of math to do here. Burroughs, what about you?
Sorry, what?
You get an attack of opportunity because this suit of armor is running towards the dwarf and it just left all of you.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
You're good.
That part.
Natalie, you can
Alright.
also roll for Ignatius.
Oh,
the
yeah.
16 hit?
definitely.
No, just barely not. Sorry.
Unfortunate.
He's gonna flame seed this guy, because what the heck was that? Whack him and run. How dare you?
Marko, go ahead and tally up damage for me.
And that'll be 8.
Ignatius misses.
Okay. 8 damage for Marko. Melina, how much damage?
And
10. Okay, very good. Very good. And Natalie, how much damage?
5. Because
5
she's
damage.
swinging her quarterstaff with both hands.
Alrighty. Very good. Yeah, that guy who turned and ran, I'm gonna say you guys hit him so many times, like as he's running away, that pieces of this armor statue type thing, this sort of dummy that's suited up with this armor, this suit of armor, pieces of it are falling off as you guys just wail on it as it's running towards the dwarf. So that is suit of armor number 2's turn. I'm gonna make a roll. I'm gonna make a roll. Okay. That is the armor's turn. It is now back up with Melina.
okay. Let me see. I'm gonna go boop 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 and try to.
Cool. That's a +2 to hit.
Yeah. Let me just check something really quick. Okay. I'm just gonna try to hit it. No, never mind. That's a nat 1 plus 6 plus 2, which is not gonna do it.
Yes, unfortunately, no. Thank you for your honesty. Okay. Anything else you want to do?
No.
Okay.
Just
Evren?
be humiliated.
Again, these things, they're unpredictable.
She is gonna move over here next to Marko.
Okay.
And then she is gonna, let's see. Once again, we are gonna do another, where is it? Scorching Ray at the one running towards the blacksmith,
Okay.
and then the other two. So that one and that one against the
Okay.
wall.
Okay. Cool. Roll it up.
So, yep. Oh, come on. Are you kidding? I'm so mad. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. I'm so mad.
Okay, so
I
here's
hate it here.
here's what happens. So again, the 3 that you were trying to hit is the one running, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then the one here and the one here.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so this third one right here, your spell clips that one, just hits it a little bit, falls to pieces, falls apart. He's gone.
Okay.
The other 2 are still up and running, like they're not collapsed or anything.
Okay.
Ignatius?
He will definitely try to keep attacking the one that attacked him. So where is his judge?
I love the idea of Ignatius just chasing down the one that's further
He's
away.
mad.
I like
He
it.
attacked him. He just
Yeah.
It's like his.
Yeah.
It's like Evren.
Obviously, I get it.
Piss him off, and he's not gonna let you get away with it. Okay.
The
how far
MVP
is
of the
it?
first campaign's not gonna let that slide.
Exactly. I think he can move. So let's see, 30. I mean, he could probably just move next to me. Yeah. So he's gonna move next to me, and then he's gonna flame seed the one running towards the blacksmith.
Heck yeah, roll it up. Let's see what we
Come
get.
on, buddy. Nah.
Valiant effort. All right, we move on. It is now Burroughs' turn.
All right. Let's see if I can't. Sorry, I'm trying to measure that's not working. I'm trying to shoot a lightning bolt. I'd like to try to arc it.
Boy.
Let's see. I should be able to.
Something so freaking awesome about Burroughs casting a spell with Dovahkiin music playing in the
I
background.
was about to say, Dragonborn theme is
Alright.
hyping you up, Nick.
Would you say I could, if I fire it like kind of like this, I'd be able to hit the guy next to me and also the guy moving towards the dwarf? If
I see. You're trying
shoot
to
it like that.
clip homie in the front. How does it?
Yeah.
How does the spell work? Is it a straight line or is it a cone?
It's a straight line, 100 feet long and 5 feet wide. But I'm also no 5 feet wide would also clip my teammates. So hold on. All right, let's see. We gotta keep it a little more careful than that. All right. We'll keep it simple then. I'll just go for a multi-attack with my melee weapon on the closest
Okay.
thing to me.
Roll it up.
So, first hit. All right, 23.
That will hit. Roll damage.
10.
10 damage. Very nice. Next attack.
All right. Ooh, not gonna hit.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
Very nice. Anything else?
Disengaging is an action, so I'll just pass my turn there.
Oh, real quick. Would you have been able to hit that second one with your +2 or no?
Oh no, it was a 9.
Okay. Cool. Just wanted to make sure. All right. If that's your turn, Marko, you're up.
Okay. I am going to move as far as I can. That would be... Oh, I can make it there. Yeah, I can. But I have to take an attack of opportunity. How about this? Let's move there to start.
Okay. I like it.
I'm going to get closer to our friend here
Okay.
and hit him with the combo.
Chicken tender combo. Hit him.
Number 5 combo. I rolled a 5. God. That's 12.
Ooh, that will not hit, unfortunately.
What about a 16?
That does not hit, just barely. So
Drat.
close. Okay.
I'm gonna... Hold on.
You're gonna what?
Let's see. Can I... Is this how this works? Hold on. Yeah. I'm gonna action search.
Yes!
Just to try to attack one more time.
You love to see it. You love to see it.
14.
Rip.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna say. You have taken this extra initiative to attack this armor. You've used an action surge. So what I will say is that you have successfully halted the approach of that armor set. So now you have its attention. That's all I can say, is that after making 2 attacks on it, this thing is now focused on you now. So you've successfully prevented it from approaching the dwarf, but that's pretty much all you've done.
That's
back
right.
up at the top.
Frighten me, Tin Can.
We've got this suit of armor up here, which is going to attempt to attack Burroughs. I will go ahead and roll that right now. Or wait, that's...
He'll have disadvantage because of my blur effect if he tries to attack me.
Yes, he will still try because it's a suit of armor. That is a dirty 20.
Damn, with disadvantage? Damn. Yeah. It's...
Oh, wait. No. Sorry. You just said that, and I didn't do it. Oh, never mind. That's even worse. That is a 21.
Yeah, that hits. I'm 19 AC.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll damage and then double it. I'm not going to roll damage twice. Whatever he rolls for damage, that you get twice that. just for brevity's sake. That is 20 points of damage.
All right, I'm still in the fight.
No!
Okay. At least Melina gave you a little bit of extra juice, because, whoo boy, that is spicy. Alright, so after that armor set does that, it's going to immediately break away, and it's going to run this way. It's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Can I take a reaction on that, or have I used my reaction?
Yes,
No, I haven't used
both
my reaction
you
yet.
and Melina both get an attack of opportunity because of what it just did.
Are we... When it's the attack of opportunity, can we still get the flanking?
I'm gonna say no because it's breaking position. It has to be like it's settled.
Okay. That's 25 again.
Okay, that will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
6.
6 damage. Damage is damage.
Oh,
Ooh, all right.
Yeah.
Got a 24 to hit,
Okay,
and
that's gonna
6
hit.
damage.
So 6 damage. All right, that one is looking real banged up. We move on. Armor set number 2 that Marko is tussling with. Armor number 2. After you swinging on it twice. This thing is going to... yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Don't
Okay.
evil
It's
laugh.
gonna just
That's
try and
so
attack
Evil
you,
laugh
right?
DM.
It's just gonna try and attack you, just normal and everything. That is a 19 plus
try.
5 to hit.
Ah, it does hit.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and roll damage on that.
I haven't gotten hit in a while.
That's 7 points of damage. This thing is
Okay.
gonna monkey see, monkey do to you, and is gonna attack you again.
No.
That is a natural 20.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Bro.
he's not really acting like armor number 2. He's acting
All
like
right.
armor number 1.
That is 16 points of damage to you.
Whoa! Oh my god, Marko's never been so hurt. Probably like the finale of the first campaign.
Okay, that is armor set number 2. Evren,
Mhm.
after you launched an assault on the armor sets against the far wall,
Mhm.
the one that hadn't moved or anything just fell straight to the floor. The far one that got missed, all of a sudden starts shaking and clattering.
Oh.
Except it's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and it dives straight into the forge.
Okay.
It trips over the anvil, and it goes straight into the forge. Its turn ends there. That is the armor set's turn. We are back to Melina.
You said it's my turn?
Correctamundo.
Okay. I'm going to move here.
Okay.
I measured it. That's 25.
Cool.
And then I'm going to try to get the one in front of me.
Okay. Roll it up.
16.
That unfortunately will not hit.
Awesome. Wonderful. All my cool stuff is if I hit. Um,
Okay. Anything else you want to do?
But 1 second.
I mean, you got 2 attacks.
Do I? It doesn't
You should.
say I have.
You should have
Extra
multi-attack.
attack.
You're level 5. As a paladin.
It doesn't say
Cleric.
that. You.
You cleric or paladin?
I'm a paladin.
Oh.
I have 2 weapon fighting.
Go to features and traits if you're on D&D Beyond. And it should be in that category.
Should be at the bottom of class features.
Oh, I do have extra attack. Wow.
Oh, son of a gun! Roll more damage.
I will roll to attack again then. Thank you, team.
All of a sudden, you hear Alec no, this is good. As the armor is approaching the dwarf and is sort of pushing you on the back foot you missed the first time, you're almost scared, but then all of a sudden you hear Alec say, "Don't just stand there. He's gonna hurt the dwarf."
See. That's a nat 1.
Damn.
But you try,
But-
and that's what matters. Okay.
It
anything
says,
else?
wait. It says if I take the attack action, which I did, I could channel divinity and, for 10 minutes, I can do my, imbue weapon, which gives me a +1 to attack rolls, and it emits a bright light. So I'm gonna
Okay.
do that.
Okay. All right. Cool. Dope.
And I'm going to move closer to Marko so it can get an attack of opportunity
Yes, it's
on
gonna
me.
attempt to hit you for moving that direction.
I think
That
misses.
is only 11.
Yeah, that misses.
That's kind of what I figured. Okay. It is now Evren's turn. You and Ignatius are up to the plate.
Okay. Man, I really need to rethink Evren's spells. Or combat spells. She doesn't have a whole lot of offense. I mean, we're gonna try it again. We're gonna try to Scorching Ray the one next to Marko.
Okay.
We're gonna do 2 at that one, and then if I can Scorching Ray this one back here with 1 if
Sure.
I hit. Okay.
All right. 2 and 1.
so-
Got it. Got it.
Okay.
Roll to hit.
I hate it here. Okay.
Okay.
Anyway.
The 2 on the armor set that's next to Marko, those 2 miss, or get like a glancing blow. The one against this armor set here, same deal as before. You hit it, and it just immediately just like clatters to the floor, just
Okay,
like a
cool.
husk.
Okay.
Ignatius's turn.
Yeah, we're if it's not broke, don't fix it. So we're gonna
Heck yeah.
flame seed the one by Marko.
Okay, roll it up.
Where is the thingy? Where are you? Hello. Sorry, I've just lost the thing. Where'd it go?
Oops.
There. Wait. No, that's not it. There it is. Okay. God, we cannot hit today. What is going on? He misses.
That's okay. It's all right. It's all right.
It's okay. It's fine.
These guys are hard to hit. They're meant to be. It's all right. All right. It is
Yeah,
now.
I know.
Burroughs, you're up. What would you like to do? I'm assuming something magical in swordy, probably. Because Burroughs tends to do that.
I think I can handle this one, Burroughs.
Sorry, what, is my turn? I'm sorry, I spaced out again.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
you're good.
it's
Yeah,
you.
you're up.
It's your turn.
All right, so I'm gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, we're gonna shoot this. We're shooting pool. We're gonna fire right down the line,
Oh,
hitting
heck
both these
yeah.
guys. I'm gonna skim their sides. So I'm gonna fire off my lightning bolt.
Ooh, lightning! I love it.
All right,
Do it
so
up.
we're gonna
Lightning bolt.
yeah, we're
Lightning.
I'm out of mana. All right, so
One of the best
so it's
spells
going
in
to be a
Skyrim.
a 15 dex save.
Okay,
for these
I will
things to make.
roll for the one closer to you. That is a 16, so the first one passes. I roll for the second one further away from you. That is only a 9. So the first one succeeds, the one closer to you. The further one fails. Tell me,
First
roll
one gets
damage
half
and then
damage.
yeah, half. Okay, so how much does the one who takes half take?
10 damage still.
10 damage. Woo! Heck
Oh,
yeah!
good.
All right, dang. All right, that thing is hanging on by a thread. The one closer to you, further away. So 20.
So the further away one's going to take. I think you roll for damage separate, yeah, for each one.
That's a good question. I thought it was just the one roll, but if it's one action that you're taking, I don't think you roll two different damage amounts. Since it's like one spell, if that makes sense.
I think, yeah, let me just check
Rules
that. I think
bars
you're
are
right.
unclear
But
on that.
It should
We've
say
done
in
it
the
both ways
spell.
before.
Yeah, you can fact check me on that. We haven't come up against that very often where like
yeah, you're right. It makes sense. I thought it was the other way around for some reason. Yeah, so it's 10 for the first guy, 20 for the second guy.
Okay, so the first one, you hit it from behind, and what happens is this arcs on the metal of the pauldron, hits the first one, spins its body to the side, and that bolt of lightning leaps off the first one and smashes like center mass of the suit of armor over here, this one right here, and this thing just explodes in an arcane light, and armor number 1 is a no more.
Nice.
Okay.
All right.
Very good. Anything else for your turn?
That was my turn.
Okay, Marko, you're up.
Okay, this thing is looking rough, probably, right?
Oh yeah. If it was a human, it would be in a bloodied condition.
Well, let's bash it in then. The best we can. 14, that ain't gonna hit.
Correct, it will not.
I'm straight up not having a good time right now. 15.
Everyone, this is Whiffapalooza, but it's okay because it's a small arena, so, you know, it could be worse. All right, so those attacks unfortunately do not hit. So we are, do you have any movement that you'd like to take?
I probably should, shouldn't I? Is that anvil in the way, or can I get between the armor and the dwarf?
That space, like right here, you could stand there. That's fine. That's, oh, you're talking about the back, like here?
Right here.
That's, sure, I'll say you can. What I will say is you will have to take, if you stand there, you are going to be so close to the forge that you're going to have to probably roll like a small degree of like fire damage.
Let's just go here then, just to play
Okay.
it safe, which will give this guy an attack of opportunity against me.
Correct. Which
That's
I will now
okay.
roll that. That is a 10 total. He does not hit.
Nope. It was a
Okay.
calculated risk, and it paid off.
Very, very good. All right, we are back up at the top of the turn order. Armor number 1 is gone. Armor number 2, after being struck with lightning, sort of falls forward and in a jittery panic is going to run in a desperate attempt to get to the dwarf here. But it will provoke an attack of opportunity from you, Melina.
Please. And I get a +1 to this because of my weapon
Mm-hmm.
channel divinity. If it helps. Yay! It's a 22 with the +1.
Woo!
Ooh, you
Very
can
nice.
throw a divine smite on there if you want.
I know. I
That'd be
think
cool.
That would
I'm
be
going
for
to.
flavor, so go for it. All right, so are you divine smiting this thing? So describe what it looks
yes.
like when you do this.
Well, I'm gonna roll damage as well. Let me really quick. First of all, that's gonna be 16 damage. But I think her like smite is like almost like a radiant color that's like a yellow gold. And
Okay.
it just kind of, you know, when you get a metal really hot and it kind of glows?
Yeah.
It does that color, and she just kind of just sticks out her fan and lets the armor just run into it on its own.
So you like clothesline it as it's running.
Yes.
Wow.
That's beautiful. So it dies like right here. Like as it's running, it falls to pieces against your divine fanned out metal cards. And it is a dead, if such a thing can be dead. Okay, so that is armor number 2. Armor number 3 that is in the forge currently steps up and out of the furnace. And similarly to what you were saying, Melina, this thing is like white hot. The metal is so hot, it is glowing with a radiance, and it is going to try to attack you, Marko.
Okay. Oh god.
That is an
Yay!
Wow.
8 total for the first attack. And an 11 for the
Yeah.
second attack. It misses both times. That is the armor's turn. Melina, it is now your actual turn.
Guess what? Boop, boop, boop. I'm gonna do what I do best. I can actually attack twice now, because I didn't know that. I'm gonna mark this for the first one. Let me see. That's going to be a 24 plus 1, so 25.
That will absolutely hit.
I'm gonna Divine Smite it as well, because I have the slots.
Okay.
That 1 second, and then I'll roll this.
I have a feeling like this thing is about to take a lot of damage.
14.
Ooh,
It's not crazy.
14 damage is nothing to sneeze at. Very good. Okay.
And then, did I roll my second one? No, I didn't.
I don't think you
I'm
did.
gonna attack
I don't think you did.
again.
Go for it. Go for it.
That is not gonna hit. It's a 10.
Okay. All right. Cool. Evren, we're back to you.
Okay. So it's just this one by them, right? Left.
Correct. Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna say if you're attempting some sort of spell, with like a line thing.
Yeah, I was gonna move.
The collapsed armor up there is a non-factor now, so it's not gonna get in your way.
If I move like over here, I don't want to hit anyone. So maybe move up a little bit, like to here, maybe. That should
Yep,
be.
that's good. That's good.
That's good. Okay, I'm gonna.
I'll
do
say
that
that's
then.
good. I'm
Okay,
not
I don't
gonna-
want to hit Melina.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get that crazy about that sort of stuff.
Okay, cool.
If it's flagrant or like egregious, where it's literally exactly in line, it's more like, probably not.
Okay. Okie dokie. Okay.
Come on, Evren. Come on,
Three,
Evren.
all three at this thing.
Come
okay,
on, Evren.
please.
Roll
Oh
it.
my God, Everett,
roll
hit
it.
it. Oh, thank God. Okay, I think that should hit it. If I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Okay.
Very
Awesome.
nice. So all 3 of those are gonna hit. So is that the
Yeah.
total is 11?
I think so. What does it say? Make a ranged spell attack for each ray. That's what it says.
Oh, so you
So-
successfully hit, so you get to roll 3 times.
Yeah, but
So
Yeah.
is the
It's
first one 11?
three separate attacks, I'm pretty sure, right?
yeah. Technically, yeah.
So did it already add it
So-
up for you?
I
11?
don't know. think. No, it just says. Wait. No, it just says. I think it's just 1 attack. So I could roll more, 2 more if I need to roll 2 more. So.
Oh, I can just take 11 damage. Okay.
I just want to kill it, so whatever kills it, whatever I need to kill it, I will. Yeah.
11 damage takes a sizable chunk out. Okay. Ignatius's turn.
Yep. Wait, I have a thing though. I'll let him attack because he wants to attack. He should be able to move right up next to me. No problem. Yeah. Cool. Okay. He's gonna do his thing. He's gonna flame seed, hopefully, and then. What is that? That's a 12, so probably not.
Unfortunately, that does not hit. Let's see. That should be to Burroughs. You're up.
All right. Let's see.
Just
Extra movement, so we got. 30. Okay, I with my blade song active, I have an extra 10 feet of movement, so I'll make it over here.
Very nice. That'll
Okay,
I'm going to your attack.
So I'm going to break concentration on Blur to cast a new concentration spell. I'm going to cast Shadow Blade.
Ooh.
My bonus action.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I'm going to make 2 attacks with it.
Okay, excellent. Roll it up.
So it'd be a 16, plus 6 to hits. 17? Is that the magic number?
Yep, that'll hit.
All right. So that'll be 15 plus 3, 18 for the first attack.
Okay. All right, this thing is looking real bad.
Natural 20.
Oh,
Nice.
nice. 20!
That's
Burroughs,
what I'm talking about.
How would you like to finish this?
Just Burroughs will run in from the side, summoning the Shadow Blade, and he'll take one look at the thing, slash it once, slash it twice, and make the sword disappear, and then it'll fully fall into fourths, being slashed horizontally and vertically, just cleanly.
Wow. That's so dope. All right. With that, armor number 3. Now, slowly, the metal cooling off as the pieces, the scraps, fall to the floor. And after Evren having eliminated all of the other suits of armor hanging up on the walls, you are out of combat. And this is where we're going to end. But before we end, as your party surveys the scene, a few of you have taken quite a bit of damage, you're hurt, and I think all of your party looks in the direction of this dwarf that is down on the ground. And as we end the session, everyone in your party sees that very slowly his chest rises and falls, and you all breathe a sigh of relief that this is not another victim. And we will end with this epilogue.
Goodness.
As your party stands amidst the blazing red forge, casting strange shadows on the walls as the fire flickers with intense heat, the entire place smells of burning metal, and the dwarf on the ground, his hands singed, covered in soot, you can see that there is something clutched in his hand. And you look around the room, surveying the damage. And then you look around at your party members. These people who once again have proven themselves in battle. And you feel more confident than you ever have that your friends are going to stop this string of murders. And that is where we'll end our session.
You dang right we are.